Peter Eliades with you, Stock Market Cycles Update. This is Monday, December 16, coming up to Christmas and the New Year, folk. This is the New York Composite Index, and this is the little miracle trend line that we've been touting for a long time now. But look what we've done the past couple of days. We now have 1, 2, 3 days pretty nicely above it. And one might question, well, it looks to me like there's been a breakthrough here. And I will agree with you that we're coming close to the point where we could say there has been a breakthrough, especially because we've gone above the prior all-time high, which is this red line, which represents the high from January of 2018. But what we wondered today was, going back a few years on that line, has it been broken to the upside or the downside, talking about support or resistance, by more than a few percent, and yet it turned around anyway. And we found one instance, at least one, we didn't go way back, but we found an instance in October 3rd of 2011. We'll show it to you now. The line got broken what looked to be fairly decisively. Okay, so here it is right here. October 3rd of 2011. Now, mind you, at that point, the line was support. Support, came down to it. But then now it looks like you broke it. And this was a break of 3.9% on a closing basis. So it looked like a pretty convincing break here, and you were below it for, 3 or 4 days. But look what happened. Immediately, a turnaround. Went back above it to the upside, came back, tested it again, and this was in June of 2012. So, but this looked like a significant break here, and it turned out not to be. As I said, it was a 3.9% break, and the one that we had today is a reading of about 1.6% above this trend line. So it bears watching closely. If we continue for the next couple of days, either to stay above it or to get more significantly above it, then we'll have to consider this until we see evidence to the contrary that this is an important breakout to the upside. Based on our projections, we don't think that's going to happen. We want to show you one of those projections today we don't look at too often, and that is the weekly projection chart. Look at this weekly projection chart. Let's bring it together for you so you can see all the data here. Okay, this was the low in December of 18. This was the break above the 20-week offset for a nominal 40-week projection. Now, we came close to invalidating it on the weekly chart, but we never even had a 1-week midpoint of bar, median of the bar, below that red line. So the projection has all this time remained very much in effect. Now, here's the interesting part about this projection. The green box that you see here is plus or minus 10% of the actual projection. The actual projection is this line right here, the bold green line. That is the actual projection line. So how do we know how to tell exactly what that line is? Well, there's a couple of ways to do it, because it's 10% down and 10% up from there are these numbers. So if we just take these two numbers, 3282.8336 and 3112.6057. Don't you love the 4-digit accuracy here? So you take those two numbers, add them together, and I've got that right here. 3112 plus 3282 and change equals 6395.4393. If you divide that by 2, you'll get exactly where this green line is, which is the exact nominal 40-week projection on a weekly chart with a 20-week offset. And what does that give you? Well, 6395.4393 divided by 2 equals 3197.7197. What was today's high? You're going to love this. Today's high was right here. Well, let's do it this way with a weekly high. Can you see that number? 3197.71. Compare that to this number, okay? Now, that doesn't mean, wow, miraculous, and we're going to turn around now and go straight down to hell. No. doesn't mean that, but it means that the weekly projection has now been fully met also. There are little gradations between the 65-minute chart, the daily chart, the weekly charts. But now we see the weekly chart, this bold green line here, has been met virtually exactly today. So just another longer-term projection that has been met, suggesting the risk in the market is building. Okay, the last thing we'll mention is that the daily advanced decline line went to a new all-time high today, along with the S&P 500. That's theoretically bullish. So, we'll be watching closely with you. We think we are forming a very important market top. It may take to the end of the year, going into 2020. We can't say. But we'll be here every day with you, telling you what we think. Thanks for watching.